With oh, actually, thank you for asking, because this is what we're asking each other almost every day. And I think that amongst the human rights community in Palestine, Israel, there's a lot of resilience built through solidarity. We have decades of lived experience of working together, and part of the mechanism of solidarity is exactly when things happen to contact each other, checking in on everybody, big circle of contacts. Recently, in October 7th, I think nothing prepared us for the intensity of what we were experiencing. I think the bodily reaction with everybody was shocked, pain, twisted, gut-wrenching kind of feeling, dry throat, a feeling that I think did not leave any of us since. And it's not that that feeling is just emerged on October 7th. But it intensified. One of the ways in which we were dealing with that is on October 7th in the morning, in London at least, was a very sunny day after weeks of rain. Waking up in the morning, we have in forensic architecture several Palestinians and Arab colleagues, and we were all waking up into it. We decided to experience it together, also with my older daughter, who you know, because she's been an intern with you. And we did not know what was going on. Again, the way that you experience things is that you travel across media. You read the news in Hebrew, you read the news in Arabic, you need to read it in English, because every event and place names are different in each one, and every language inflects this event in a different way. We were trying to figure out what was happening, we were trying to contact each other. And slowly the picture of what was happening emerged. And my daughter lost friends, a very close friend of her, and some other people that she knew in the party. In a rave party. My Palestinian colleague, a very dear colleague of mine, a Palestinian, lost 3 generations. Later on, 3 generations of her family were wiped out in an Israeli bombardment, indiscriminate bombardment on the neighborhood where they were living. We have a partner organization in Gaza, an organization we work very close with. These are investigative journalists called Media. In the first week after October 7th, all we were doing, we were not doing investigations for human rights, for law, for advocacy. We were looking for our partners. We lost contact with them, and we wanted to see where they were. And our partners in Gaza were looking for them in the rubble, and we were looking for them amongst hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos that we could find online, until we've discovered that they have also been killed with a bomb. And then another member of this organization, Eyal Weizman, is also killed in a bomb, and we are losing people every day. And it is definitely the most painful time that we've experienced. It's also the most busy time. But it's also a time that challenges the entire kind of understanding of what human rights and what kind of investigations can do. We were questioning whether, in face of such horror, in face of the scale of such devastation, such indiscriminate bombing, day after day after day after day after day. You know, we were working on the Ahli hospital. We were working on specific cases, but looking at each other and trying to understand if our tools are even calibrated to the scale of this action. And, you know, like Alexandra, you know, sometimes telling stories of individuals, sometimes simply putting your skill at the service of looking for your friends or doing more immediate humanitarian work is really important. And then I come to Germany. And if you ask me how do I feel today in Germany, this is also has an answer. It's also difficult for me to speak here today in Berlin to probably predominantly a German audience on the annual of the program of 9th of November, and understand that resilience that I was talking about before, the kind of solidarity that was decades in the making between activists, Israeli, Jewish, Palestinian, Arab activists working for justice in Palestine, something that is so fragile and so precious, is being put at risk, I think, by the politics here. I am not an expert on German politics, I'm on the receiving end. I feel that on this day, thankfully that laws that were supposedly planned to be legislated today are delayed. But that on that day, German politics would claim to make life of an Israeli, of a Jewish person in Germany safer by using in the name of our safety, in the name supported to keep Jewish safety here. In the name of our safety, enact policy that is racist, that is Islamophobic, policy that to the of our friends, of people, not in an abstract, people that we know, under threat of expulsion, that are getting no platform, and all that Germany should do in the name of Jewish safety. You push us to the center as the reason for racist policy, when all we need is solidarity, when all we need is to build this very fragile relation that we've decades in the making between Israelis and Palestinians that seek justice. So this is making me, as an Israeli, as a Jewish person working here, really unsure whether I can continue to operate from here. Thank you.
Although I'm quite tempted to discuss with you another dark chapter of German history, which would be the colonial genocide in Namibia from 1904 and 1908, which is a project we have been working together on, and which will be presented one more time in the Haus der Kultur der Welt the first weekend of December. We decided beforehand that you introduce one or two pieces of your work dealing with Ukraine, one even before the large-scale invasion and one after it. So do you want to explain a little bit what you, together with Ukrainian colleagues from the Center for Spatial Technology, who are together with us in an office called Investigative Commons in Berlin-Kreuzberg, what is the work you're doing in regards of the destruction Theater, Mariupol.